was good. Yo, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing in the chat? What's up? What's up? This is... My bad. Listen, man, Sebastian's not here, so I have to go on YouTube myself and do this. And I caught a commercial on my own show. All right. Anyway, this is That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence. Wano.
Desh.
And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. And I just want to say, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I'm looking in the live chat now. Yo, Tanner, what's up with you, bro? That was a weird question. He said, Dash, let me smash. What?
You got that?
Why you being weird to me?
You got that.
Yo, so I just want to shout out everybody in the chat so far. Monkey D. Huga, United States of Blurred, at Shield, I Hate Mew. We got Trick, Jaheim. We also got Kevin. What's going on? What's going on? Hi, everybody. Aaron Tate. I said Kevin already. OG Entertainment. What's up? What's up? Gadi Usopp. Gotta change that name.
No, keep that forever.
Axe Elm. How's it going? Hamza. How's it going? Javian, our guy. Yo, listen, guys. Thank you so much. Slat, Jose, Kaylin, KJ. Jose, Onion Baby in the building. Yo, I know you guys are all coming in right now, and I just want to say thank you for just joining us on this episode that we are having today. I think it's going to be a banger. We got one of our best One Piece content creators on TikTok by the name of Straw Hat Desh. How's it going, Straw Hat Desh?
Once again, I am so incredibly, unfathomably honored to be on the future Joe Rogan of One Piece podcasting, where you gotta bring it.
Yo, guys, if you want to follow Straw Hat Dash, please go to our description in the video. His YouTube is there, and both of his TikToks are there as well. Please follow, like, and subscribe.
Thank you so much, guys.
Anyway, we also got Lino back in the building, as always. Pleasure to see you, bro.
Happy to be here.
I'm excited. This is our first time on the podcast together, so I'm souped.
You're a good one.
So, Seb is not here, unfortunately. We miss him greatly, but that doesn't mean that we're still going to have dope conversations as well. He's most likely going to be in a chat, so give him a little, hope he's doing well wherever he is. Shout out to Seb. All right, so we're going to go into announcements, support us, t-shirt, merch, and then the cover, the chapter. So let's get through it real quick. YouTube, we officially are 120 subscribers from 2,000 subscribers. You guys are the best. Thank you for making us feel special. To all those that are discovering us, don't forget to subscribe. We're worth it. I know there's like 47% or 42% of you that watch that aren't subscribed. Arigato. So for Spotify and Apple Podcasts, our audience also grew from 578 to 660 since last episode. That's almost 100 people. What the F? We are available on Apple Podcasts as well. So all those that are discovering us, don't forget to subscribe. We're worth it.
Do it.
Discord, last episode, we were almost at 500 members. Since then, we are now 13 members away from 500. We see our Discord as our crew, and we believe every single Nakama is important. So thank you for joining us on our adventure. So to support us, we always get questions on how someone can support us. You guys have given us the ability to make the show longer for special reasons. Unfortunately, we still haven't reached the point of doing it every single episode, such as this one, because I would have loved to have 2 hours with Desh. So bear with us until then. You can still support us by going into the description of this video and clicking on the Me6 link, which will bring you to a subscription plan you can cancel at any time, or become a member on our YouTube. Click the join button. Don't forget, you can also subscribe on YouTube. Just hit the 3 dots. Now, if you're broke, believe me, it's not about the money for us. But you can still support us by liking this video, commenting your thoughts, sharing, and telling your friends about us. To everyone who donates and likes our videos, thank you so much. You're the best. And then lastly, we have merch. I know you guys see our shirts. We're all wearing that One Piece shirt. Desh, how do you like the shirt?
I love it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. So we are selling a very limited special edition, first edition t-shirt. There's not much inventory of this at all because people have been buying it. And we do not make a single cent off these shirts. Thank you for subscribing, Tanner. We do not make anything off these shirts because of cost, production, and the amazing boxes that come with it. Oh, there you go. So the boxes themselves have some amazing quotes, and there's a special thing inside of it as well for you to see. I will be shipping these out myself, and it's not drop ship, so please be patient with me as I will have to drop these off myself to our shipper. They literally take less than a week, so enjoy. But finally, guys, done with the intro. Let's go into One Piece manga chapter 1046. We're gonna go with Desh first, okay, Desh? Super! Crazy Beaver, thank you for the super chat. He says, saying hi from Canada, love the show, guys. Thank you so much for the donation and for loving our show.
Appreciate you.
Let's get into the cover story, gentlemen. We arrive in Chocolate Town, and it seems two mysterious figures have arrived. The townspeople are running away. Who do you believe these people could be, Desh?
There's the obvious choices, which are two of the Germa, or it could be Blackbeard crew trying to get the poneglyph. But yeah, I saw something on Reddit that tickled me. It's definitely not it, but I would love for it to be Crocodile and Mr. One.
I seen that too.
Crocodile.
Crocodile and Mr. One.
I want that more than anything.
Okay. Onion, thank you for the super chat.
Hey, Onion.
He says, been here as an OG. Y'all good to see Desh at the table. Yo, it's always good to see Desh at the table. Let's go with Lionel. Who do you think that is, Lionel?
I actually think it's the Germa. On the one on the left actually looks like a female going by the leg.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's Raizo, and obviously the other one's the Ichiji. Like, I don't know where Judge is, but I think it's them two. Well, speculatively, like most likely we all assume that's them, but surprises could happen. We don't know who. Like, it could be like Crocodile, Mr. One, but I highly doubt it because again, that's a woman. But so I'm assuming it's the Germa, but it could be anybody else at this point.
Okay.
It was always hinted that the Blackbeard Pirates are on Whole Cake right now, so foreign that could be Chris Devon with somebody else. So we
Katarina
don't know.
Devon.
Katarina Devon. There we go. With somebody else, so we don't know.
Okay.
But, yeah.
What about you, Law? What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I'm in more of convinced that it is the other brother and sister, Reiju and Ichiji that I came to save because that's their brothers that got captured.
Yeah.
Right. Like even though they can show they have less emotions and stuff like that, and not feel much for anything, but they still think that they are a close knit group.
Yeah.
Because also too, even if it's not the whole, it's not out of love for them being captured and dying anyway would be a mark on them. We're supposed to be special. We're supposed to be elite. We're supposed to be different from everyone else. We were designed that way. And both of them got captured and were taken out. That would leave a mark on Judge and his science. So I feel like there's so many reasons for them to go to Whole Cake to rescue their brothers.
Yeah. No, that's true too. When I was looking at it, I noticed on the left, it looks more like a heel of Reiju.
Yes.
But doesn't the Germa 66 suits have like the little
Bouncy
bubbles
balls, yeah.
on the bottom?
Yeah.
It's true.
I don't see that.
That is true.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much like, I would like the Crocodile thing because then Crocodile comes back in the picture and he said he was going to the New World and he did want to take Mr. One with him. It would be nice to see him going after the ancient weapons again. That would make me feel like, oh, that's a callback, but also we can see like other characters still having their ambitions being done outside of the story, which would be cool. Now, I would personally like if the Blackbeard Pirates were there because it adds to the craziness of Whole Cake Island and Katakuri, plus the Germa 66 trying to save their people, and it's like they fight against the Blackbeard Pirates with the Big Mom Pirates in a way.
Oh, so you want both? I
want
the Germa?
I want the three of them to go to war.
Okay.
Over the Poneglyph or like trying to save Ichiji and Yonji. I mean, Niji and Yonji. So I just want the chaos a little bit. Yeah, so I think it would make it better.
Actually, looking at the pants, I was keeping thinking about it now, like on the right side, The way it's designed actually kind of reminds me of somebody from the world government because they wear suits. You know, picture Sanji wearing suits with the pants and the leggings.
So you're saying it's a girl say?
I mean, I don't know if it's a girl, but it might be somebody from the world government. I don't know if CP0 or something, but like...
Yo, I'm so tired of CP0, bro.
I'm going by the pants design. Like you said, it didn't have the circle thing, but the way it looks, he looks like he's wearing a suit pants. Like,
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, because they're mostly known for wearing suits.
So I'm going to go a little emotional, like... Just in the same way that Judge failed with Sanji's research, like how he's becoming a cyborg, I kind of want the other siblings, well, like the male ones, to revert and actually have human emotions. So maybe they're like showing care for their siblings, and they're actually coming to save their family, not just get like strong members of their army to come back.
Yeah.
That's just
I don't even know if it's possible.
Emotional, Desh.
I don't even know if it's possible for him to do that.
I mean, he was wrong about Sanji.
I mean, yeah. Well, Sanji was failed. Like, he was a failure.
Failure.
All right. Let's get to the next one. Luffy versus Kaido continues. So, it looks like Luffy is going to keep calling his attacks Gum Gum as Kaido lies on the floor and he's bouncing after Luffy's last attack. Kaido asks Luffy, who is he? Thank you, Captain J Subs, for the super chat. Yo, you gotta say something though. You can't just donate money and not say anything. Oh, he put it. Oh, it's a GIF, Marv, not a GIF. Marv just said GIF.
Yeah, all right. Shout out to Jay. He's the man.
Yeah, shout out to Jay. All right, again. So it looks like Luffy is going to keep calling his attacks Gum Gum as Kaido lies on the floor, and Luffy's bouncing after he landed his last attack on Kaido. Kaido asks Luffy who he is, and Luffy responds by saying he's the person that's going to surpass him to become the king of the pirates. Zunesha says, it's been a long time since he's heard Joy Boy's rhythm. Kaido responds to Luffy that awakening happens when your mind and body catch up to your powers, and his powers are ridiculous. Kaido says he lost a lot during this raid, and Luffy has too. He should worry. Luffy says he has nothing to worry about. He just needs to worry about defeating him. So, they end up trading blows. What's your thoughts on this, Law?
So, it's interesting now. Kaido's like questioning, like, who are you? Because before it was like, we see in the beginning, he wasn't thinking much of Luffy. So now we see a change in how much Kaido's been gaining respect for Luffy, right? Because right now he's even holding his face. So that last punch, that like punch through him, like right here, really got to Kaido. Where he's even asking, who are you? Because now, I don't know if Kaido's going into believing, yo, this dude actually might be Joy Boy. Because he said, last time, it's like, you couldn't be Joy Boy either. And it's like, you're clumsy, all this stuff. Now it's just like, yo, you're impressing me. You keep coming back, and your attacks are really getting to me. Because that punch, he's like, who are you really? Like, how are you able to do this? Like, no one's able to keep coming back the way you do. And there's what they even call it ridiculous powers. Like, what are you supposed to be? You know? So there's Luffy's definitely gaining Kaido's interest. Like, he's noticing there's something more with Luffy. We all know what it is. Kaido hasn't know what it is yet, that he's Luffy's Joy Boy. Right? Because I think Kaido's been wanting to figure out who Joy Boy is for the longest. You know? That he couldn't be it or whatever. Changing the world. So that topic of Joy Boy is very interesting to Kaido. So I guess he definitely wants to know that. And Zunesha here, I'm just going to go to that. Right, because before, Luffy's just trusting in, like, we've seen a similar Luffy. He's trusting in his Nakama, the people he left it, like, I'm going to handle my responsibility. You guys are going to handle yours, and I trust you to do that. So we see with that. But Zunesha here is interesting. So now it got me thinking about earlier about with Luffy. Because she's going back to the heartbeat, right? Because she's talking about trusting in him, right? And it's been such a long time that my heart is dancing, Zunesha says. And Luffy says...
Oh, that's unofficial, bro.
Huh?
You looking at the unofficial translation.
No, I'm looking at the shonen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, she says the rhythm. Like, Zunisha's like, it's been a minute since I've heard this rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, after that. Continue reading. She's like,
okay.
Yeah. Like, oh, Joy Boy, right? It's as if though you're right there.
Oh, yeah.
My
You're
heart
right.
is racing. My heart is dancing, right? So maybe think of, like, for example... Luffy, right?
Yeah.
Luffy hears the rhythm too. Because the previous chapter, he goes, come on, heart, play that beat. So whatever Zunesha's hearing, Luffy hears that too. So like that heartbeat, right, is what I guess what makes Joy Boy. But that beat is only playing when Luffy's in this form.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that rhythm of Joy Boy is only playing in Luffy's Gear 5th. So I'm trying to think of what does that mean? As in, because we're talking about if it's a title, is it only a title when Luffy's in his... That means the title is like attached to the fruit then. Because if it's only with that beat...
I get what you're saying now, yeah.
It's only with that beat that is attached to the fruit. So that means what is Nika, what is Joy Boy? Because to me, they're showing that they're different. But if it's to that beat, then it's attached to that fruit. So like now that raises questions like, is Nika and Joy Boy the same thing? Because if it's really that fruit, that beat that's playing that fruit, it's only in Gear 5th. So is that only in that mode? Is Luffy Joy Boy? You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's interesting to me.
Okay.
Or, like what I realized then, because it's attached to that rhythm, the drums of revelation, and it's the drums of liberation, and that they're playing a certain rhythm, a certain beat towards it, and that rhythm's only playing when Gear 5th. So, but yeah, I'll let someone else go.
Yeah, I didn't even think of it that way. What about you, Desh? Oh, thank you for the super chat, by the way, Captain J subs again.
Shout out to Captain J, he's the man.
What about you,
I got
Desh?
2 simple thoughts on this. One, I simply think Oda is just responding to all the reincarnation allegations, saying everybody's saying, "Oh, he's actually Joy Boy." No, this is Monkey D. Luffy. You guys can stop with that. And also, I just really. I don't have any like deep thoughts on like Zunesha recognizing the heartbeat or anything, but I just think it's really interesting that Zunesha's eyes are lighting up for the first time since Zo.
Yeah, because the eyes were dark.
It only lit up when I think Momonosuke told him to attack Jack.
Oh yeah.
Then it lit up again. But this is the first time we've seen it since then. I think that's actually really exciting.
Wow. I didn't notice that either. That's a nice point out, Dash.
Thank you.
Before we get to you, Lionel, KJ says, shout out to y'all boys. Been here since the beginning. Nice to see you, Dash. I got one question for y'all. Do you guys think Luffy will fight Blackbeard? Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
No doubt at all. Yeah.
No doubt at all. All right. KJ, I hope that was enough for your answer because I know it's so quick. But what about you, Lionel?
That was no one's brought up an interesting point about the heartbeat thing. I didn't link it to his fruit until Lawrence just said it.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, so I was thinking that because we only bring it up when Luffy's in. Every time they bung it up the heartbeat, Luffy was in Gear 5th, and they went to Zunesha. But besides that, so we have to, for more clarification, we have to wait until see what what Zunesha says. I just find it kind of weird though with Luffy that. I'm not saying Luffy's out of character right now, but like this is the second time when I see him attack Kaido, and he's just bouncing off on the thing.
Yo, you guys, can you chill out?
Love ya.
Keep going, Lionel.
But like we've seen Luffy's previous.
Yo, we can't get through the show.
Respect.
Keep going, Lionel.
But we've seen previous fights with Luffy and other people. Like Luffy's always following up. It's like he doesn't really let his opponent rest. And we see whether now we see that Rob, like when Luffy was even chibi at one point. Rob Luffy grabbed him and Luffy punched him. Like you ain't doing nothing, but Luffy still hit him.
Yeah.
But we see Luffy now fighting Kaido. I hit you the second time. I'm bouncing on this thing, not following up, not trying to continue attacking Kaido. Like I'm in chill mode. Yeah, but he's also saying that I'm going to take everything back. Like he's angry. I'm going to take everything back. And I'm like, he mentioned Pedro and everybody else. But again, I'm going back to chilling. So just like you realize the intensity of or the situation you guys are in, but why are you not trying to also finish up Kaido when he's laying on the ground, where you could do more attacks at him, why you're bouncing the thing, you never knowing that you need to defeat Kaido. You said you have to defeat Kaido. You're the only one who could be Kaido. Yeah, I'm just with my arms folded, chilling, bouncing up, and waiting for you to get back up to get more damage. And we've seen like every time Kaido gets up, Luffy's getting hit by Kaido.
Yeah.
Like we this chapter, Luffy gets hit by Kaido again. So just like what I don't understand. Like I know the fruits making Luffy like more Joy Boy and laughing, but it really changed Luffy. Like again. It's take Luffy's seriousness out of there. Like, again, Luffy's always serious, always fighting, and we've seen it. Like, he's always trying to take you out as soon as you can. But now it's like, I have the time in the world, when you really don't. You don't have the time in the world right now. You don't. You're dying. You're physically dying. The fruit's killing you. Yeah, I'm still chilling. Like, it doesn't, like, I'm just like, what is going on? Like, why? Like, and I also think it's the fruit. I really think it's the fruits taking Luffy a little bit out of more of a seriousness and more of a, like in Looney Tune mode. That even though Luffy realized the seriousness of this situation, yeah, I'm still goofing around.
Yeah.
So just like, and that again, that's not Luffy because Luffy's always serious in a fight.
Yeah.
It's just like, what's going on?
That's a good take. Before I get to my point, Trickzilla, thank you for the $5, Brody. He says Luffy's heartbeat had the rhythm to bring the sun god out its cave. Drum theory. And then Michael Castaneda says, a little new, but definitely here to stay. Shout out to all of you. Love the show. Super! Thank you, Michael. Thank you guys for the donations. Appreciate you. So when I was looking at this, I kind of said to myself, like, this is really nice for Kaido to give us this exposition on how awakening works. And it now makes me question, like, Blackbeard himself. Is he able to catch up to his powers, you know, with his mind and soul? Is it possible? Because every time we've seen somebody else do awakening, they've always had their abilities since they were like children.
Yeah.
And it takes a while. The only other person, even Luffy, you know what I'm saying? Even though his incline in power has dramatically changed from 17 to 19, it still took him since he was a child to have his power in order to do these things.
Yeah.
So it would be outrageous and ridiculous for Blackbeard to awaken these two devil fruits, not just one, two devil fruits. Yeah. So Blackbeard is going to be super impressive if he does do it. When I was looking at Kaido and he was asking Luffy who he was, this goes back to Parvision. If you guys don't listen to Parvision, he's amazing. But there was an idea that I brought on a show before that Parvision elaborated on, and it was that these devil fruits have a will of their own. And that was then said by the Gorosei that the Zoans have a will of their own, such as the Hito-Hito no Mi model type sun god Nika was evading them for 800 years. Capture, right?
Yeah.
It made me think, like, do devil fruits, before you eat them, change you ultimately after you eat them? So, like, you're still Luffy, you're whoever you are in the beginning, but after you eat it, somehow, some way, that devil fruit influences your will by adding their own will to it as well. So there's like two wills. So I'm not saying that they're different, I'm saying they're put together. So maybe Luffy his wants and goals were different after he ate the sun god Nika fruit. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me think, like, maybe this is not all Luffy, because at the end of the day, you said Luffy's different when he fights, right?
Yeah.
But he's kind of like playing around, which he, you know, does in certain fights, but he's not following up. Like, he knows the seriousness of the situation, but he's not following up.
Yeah.
Maybe because that's the will of the fruit currently doing what it's doing, and it's overriding his will to a certain extent. And that's where it's like, is Gear 5th actually okay for Luffy to be using at this point? Like, he hasn't mastered it, but is it okay? Like, is he going to be able to defeat Kaido? Which a lot of people are kind of like, yo, Desh, he might lose again.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's very possible. I think that a lot of these questions are going to be answered, almost all of them, once we get the Sun God Nika backstory.
I don't know if that's happening, but we'll see. We'll see. Do you want to say something real quick?
I do. Yeah.
All right, say something real quick.
I do think he has to kind of give the backstory for the fruit, because it's going to explain so much, even like potential for other fruits or just Luffy's special case, because Luffy's kind of looking like a mixture of Zohan's, Lagia's, and Paramecius. He's kind of looks like he has all of them in there, somewhat. But like for Luffy, I wouldn't actually say it's fully changing him, and it could be the fruit even saw out Luffy, like as in it recognized this person's will coincides with mine. You know, if it was able to do that, like if it was able to evade the world government, maybe it sought out Luffy, or just drew I'm not saying Shanks' attention, because Shanks went to go get that for whatever reasons, right? We don't know yet, but it could be like something that drew Luffy to eat it. You know?
See, this is where we get into like fate and all
no.
stuff.
I'm not saying that's like if it had a will of its own, right? Yeah. For example, like.
But then that means that fruit dictates fate.
No.
No,
I'm not saying
they called out to Luffy.
Yeah, I'm not saying like that called out as kind of like called out.
It placed itself where somebody that matched its will could eat it.
Yeah.
So it could be used.
Yeah, but that's not fate.
How is it not fate?
No, it's like, for example, right? You know how Emma, in a way, it was testing Zoro, right? So I'm not saying it called out to Zoro, but it's like, can you wield me? Like, you have the potential to wield me, but you have to prove to me that you can.
Yeah.
Where others can't. So it's kind of like that way, where it's just like, this person could use could utilize this fruit because his will, inherited will and everything. We're gonna learn more about that.
Shout out to my girlfriend. That was her.
Awesome, nice.
Love you. I love you.
So
Finish up real quick.
Sorry, Lawrence. My bad.
no, you're good. So pretty much, I think it wasn't changing Luffy. It's like I feel like it was mostly just taking the stress behind Luffy, right? Because we see Luffy's attitude; he was in fear of losing, right? This is kind of making Luffy giving it in a way like a confidence boost, but you have this power. You don't really have to be anxious or scared because you have this power.
Yeah.
Utilize it to the best of your ability, and you'll be able to accomplish what you want. So I feel like it's more making Luffy happy that way, that you could do whatever your imagination helps you do without the stress that Luffy was having before. Like, I can't be Kaido. If I don't land this attack, I lost. This fruit is taking that away from me because no, I have this newfound power. So that's why I believe it's more happening with Luffy.
Okay.
Maybe that leads into him saying, "Oh, this feels so fun."
Yes.
So thank you, Desh's girlfriend, Ashley, for the $20. You seriously didn't have to donate that much, but thank you so much. Shout out to my girl that's in the chat. I love you too. gotta compete with Desh. All right, so let's get to the second and third question, and I want Desh to have his time, and then we'll do call-in. So we have probably 14 minutes, so let's do this pretty quick. Raizo and Jimbei take down the Inferno. All of Onigashima is on fire. We see multiple people's perspectives. Sanji is up and running. Zoro is being hauled by Frankie with urgency to Chopper because his life is in jeopardy. Raizo tells Jimbei that he actually can extinguish the fire because he took Zunesha's bathwater he bought online and put it into the scroll. But nobody laughed. But he needs...
I made a face, don't worry.
But he needs his help distributing it across the castle. Raizo releases the water, and Jimbei uses one of the coolest moves in his moveset called Ocean Current Shoulder Throw. What are your thoughts, Lano?
I thought that was actually pretty cool. Honestly, actually kind of also remind me of a little bit of Naruto with Kisame when he was in the water. But because I was still when you're bringing up with Raizo. Sorry.
Got talking to Mike.
When we talk about Raizo saving Odin and his family, I always thought he tried to jutsu. I'm thinking, well, what makes it different? Then they bring him to he has this power when he was able to store the water from Zunesha, and depending on that, he took a lot. Like we've seen, it's like a big giant body of water, and now Jimbei is just and we all thought who's gonna stop the fire? I also thought Yamato, why couldn't she? Because she can manipulate ice. She could probably just do a big giant ice breath and try to start doing something with it. Because we've seen she froze in the explosions. Why didn't she try to stop the fire? But granted, she's mostly trying to stop Onigashima from crashing down from that. That's her, her mission that she put on herself. So we thought the next person would be Jimbei, and we thought, all right, how he's going to do it. But this actually made more sense and actually fits it, and showing Raizo's being more useful again. His long battle with that ninja guy, now it's all right, what was the point? Now it's for this moment, in a way. So it was good, for the scavengers getting more significance, because some of it's what's their purpose? Besides just getting destroyed by Kaido and being insignificant towards the scar of Kaido with Odin, because we don't know what happened to Ashura.
Yeah,
Denjiro still hasn't made an appearance in how many chapters? So just is he he's not the one who got exploded? Yeah, he went somewhere, and now it's just at least we thought he's going to appear with Toki.
Yeah,
it still hasn't happened. So we don't know. But so I did the whole point that he's being useful, and now we're now it's going back to Jimbei saving the day, which it feels that's Jimbei's mostly role now.
Yeah,
it's saving the day. I did thought Zoro also lost an arm too. It did look like that.
Yeah.
I also want to bring up a question that I brought up to Lawrence.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time, bro.
Okay. No, I'll save it.
Save it. All right, you know. All right, Law.
Yeah, honestly, I liked it. It was dope, especially with the Raizo part, because I think just playing back to earlier when the Straw Hats first found out about Raizo, they got super excited about a ninja. I think they were begging him to do a jutsu, and he never did it. They're all wanting to do it. So now we see it actually in a more crucial moment here, him doing a jutsu that's going to help save a lot of people that are dying from this fire. And then he combined it with Jimbei is dope, because we all thought, Jimbei, do something. Granted, think about it too, it wouldn't have been enough because it's fire, even if you manipulated the water in the air. One, it's fire burning this hot, because they said it's not a normal fire. It could be evaporating that water.
Yeah.
And then you need a big body of water to take out this level of fire. So then them combining together to start flooding out the fires with this was just was dope.
Yeah.
You know, because also like putting raindrops from Zunesha in a scroll. Because like that's dope because it's like what kind of ninjutsu is that, like,
Yeah.
you know? So the same, what else can you put in those scrolls? So that kind of, I think I saw more what Raizo could do, or elevate his ability, because we haven't seen really Raizo do anything. We've seen the other Skybbers do something, but not really Raizo. So this added to like, all right, yo, maybe he has other stuff in the scrolls that we haven't seen yet that he could kind of whip out. So that was pretty dope.
All right. What about you, Dash?
Yeah, I'm loving this because Raizo's tears at the end of Zoe, you know, for everybody's sacrifice, it kind of felt out of place, and now it's starting to like really hit me. Also, what was Blastoise's like powerful move? A hydro cannon?
Hydro cannon. Yeah. Hydro blast.
Hydro
or something
blast.
like that.
I wonder if Zunesha can do that. And
that would be so crazy.
And last thing, big ups to my guy, this first son of the sea, Jimbei, a fellow Indian. Yes, he's Indian. We got an Indian on the straw hats. That's right. That's right.
At first, when I saw it, I was thinking 100% plot, but then I started to realize, like, if it is plot, it's a good plot, and I enjoyed seeing. I love seeing Jimbei do more, and the fact that he did something, it was pretty dope to me. So I'm not gonna bash it. All right, final question. Yamato yells at Momo, and Anel's got competition. We see Yamato. Hold on for everybody that always comes at me. We see Yamato yelling at Momonosuke to man up and create flame clouds. If not, the island will fall. Because Onigashima won't hold out much longer. Kaido's flame clouds won't last. Next, we see Luffy grabbing a lightning bolt and he's about to strike Kaido with it. Kaido just smiles as Luffy's approaching. Let's start with Dash.
I don't actually want to go first, but I do want to say something.
Okay.
You pronouncing Yamato that way is the reason I knew you guys. Is the reason I found out you guys are in New Jersey. Because before you guys even hit like 500, I remember hearing Yamato, and I commented, "Why apostrophe Amato?" and you commented back saying, "Oh, it's the Jersey in me." I was like, "Oh, they're in New Jersey. Gotta do something about it."
So you don't want to go first?
Well, I guess I'll.
yeah,
no,
go,
actually,
bro.
I'll let everybody go.
all right.
I kind of forgot the
All
question.
right, Lionel, you go.
I forgot the question, dude. What was it?
It's. What do you think about this? What do you think about, Yamato, Momonosuke, Kaido, and Luffy's grabbing the lightning bolt? What's going on?
You actually might be right with the Yamato. I remember you said the thing. I don't want to. If you're gonna get into that, I want to take your.
No, go.
Oh, when you said that, like the people from Wano lifting up the things, their wishes or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And Momonosuke, like, seeing them, and that gives them, like, encouragement to lift the flame. That actually legit still might happen.
Yeah.
Like, I was questioning, but now, like, if Yamato does end up flying, make his own flame clouds, which is like most likely he probably is, because we all thought it's going to be a symbolic with Odin. Like, Odin did the whole thing with the Skybbers. He's going to do something similar with even that weightier thing. But I always thought, I thought it was pretty cool, and Milos had a conversation with Luffy. Is that possible? You grabbing lightning with rubber? Like we we were like, can rubber allow you to do that?
Rubber is an insulator.
That's how I was thinking about. Just like, we were just in question talking about it.
Yeah, man. You good?
Yeah.
Law, you go, bro.
Okay, so going back to, and it's in this shows right here in a way why Momo needs Yamato, right? Because I could see them both. I understand they want to go up. I could see them staying both on Onigashima.
Onigashima?
Onigashima.
Onigashima.
This
is Jersey.
I'm terrible at pronouncing things, right? Because like the advisor that she will be for him, right?
Yeah.
But also, so the flame clouds. I guess this is like a mental thing with Momo, why he can't do it or he hasn't learned how to do it. But to me, this leads into what we talked about before, where we want to see Lana brought out about him just going in dragon form and holding up by himself. If you can't figure out the flame clouds, this would be the thing where it represents what his father did. Mm-hmm. Because they already know that Momo's back, but showing that what my father was willing to do to protect Wano, I'm his son. I inherited that. Mm-hmm. I'm the same. Yeah. So they grew to love Odin for all that he did. They could grow to love Momo the same way they grew to love Odin. Yeah. The same way they go. We have the same person like Odin. So flame clouds, like which one would be more impactful for Wano to see? The flame clouds, which no one will see. You know, they wouldn't know that Momo's doing that. But him doing it in dragon form, they would be able to see Momo doing it the same way, and they could even think back, right? Because we already saw that before in Wano, where something will happen when and they'll think back to this moment. So that would be a prime example there. And Luffy grabbing that the thunder lightning bolt. That's probably one of the most gangsters things ever, you know? Because also, too, like, lightning strikes fast.
Yeah.
It strikes and he went boom. Like, in the sky like that, looking like he's all hockeyed out.
I
That's
didn't even
a
think of
dope
that.
scene.
Yeah.
Like, because right here it goes into, like, what Nika's supposed to be, in a way, like, a mythical Zohan type god figure.
Yeah.
Luffy, anyway, kind of showcasing that with this moment.
Yeah.
Like, I can do anything that Nika, like, God figure. But also, I love Kaido's response. I mean, yeah, Kaido's response. Like, everything that, like, I like this because everything the ridiculous and how ridiculous Luffy's doing in his power-ups, I like the fact that Kaido's just smiling at it all. You know, he's just like, it's not surprising him. He's just like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and he's handling, like, they were trading before, and it's not a shock to him, like, how's he able to do this? Like, he's questioning it, but he's also like, okay, analyzing while he's questioning it, and then also sunning Luffy a little bit, going back to it. So he's not surprised by it. He's like kind of like welcoming it. Finally, I'm getting the thrill that I've always wanted.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and it's slowly getting there. So he wants Luffy to even keep doing this, So I like that.
All right. Super chat from Gani says, "Yo, Dash, it's Sogi King here. Had to see my boy living the dream. I'm jealous." Thank you for the
going on,
compliment,
man?
Gani. I appreciate
Remember I was
that.
telling you guys about the guy from the UK?
Nah.
That's a really big fan of you guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey! Appreciate you.
Arigato.
Yes,
Thank you for
yes.
coming. Dash.
You got, oh,
What do
okay.
you think?
Two things again. I think this could tease like a connection between like Luffy and Dragon, because Dragon might have the weather powers, lightning, weather.
Interesting.
And then also, I think this could open up some possibilities for Nami Luffy team ups in the future, which I think would be sick.
Holding some lightning.
Don't tell me you're a Nami hater too.
I'm not, bro. It's just Luffy could do anything. Bro. It just makes me angry, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, that's all I got on that topic.
Yeah, so for me, this is where I don't know if I like Gear 5 or not. It's simply because if he's able to grab lightning, I get it. You know, in Skypiea, Nami was on that motorboat. She was driving up the beanstalk so Luffy could punch Enel, and Enel shot lightning at him. He kicked the lightning away. Probably hockey, I don't know. But the fact that he's grabbing lightning now and everybody's like, well, you know, Toon Power, it works. He might be turning the lightning into rubber. And it's just like, bro, like, this is where, like, Toon Power gets ridiculous, right? It's because they don't follow physics. And it adds to their freedom of combat where they can just do anything. Like, Luffy, I think always I'm going to be upset at the fact that we had somebody take their devil fruit to their peak using their creativity, whereas now they have a god fruit and now they can do anything. And I'm just like, I don't know how to take that. So I think I'm still readjusting to Gear 5, but I thought when I saw it, that was one of the coolest panels in a couple chapters for me. So I'll leave it as that. But right now, Desh, we have a couple minutes, probably like 7 minutes.
Okay.
I wanted to give you the floor before we start taking calls from everybody. So go ahead, bro.
All right. So let's do this fast.
Let's get this.
Let's get this shit. What do you guys think will be Zunesha's role in Wano? He can't just be a cheerleader for Joy Boy's return. It's got to be something more than that. I also personally, I'm gonna combine like two things here, but I'll just end with this. I want Zunesha to use that giant sword on Onigashima and flail it around.
That's good.
Because the only person that could do it is Luffy, but Luffy's not a swordsman. I don't want to see that. I want to see Zunesha do that.
It's true. I'll just say it. Maybe Pluton. I still think that the mythical zone. I know they're talking about Luffy, but I think it might be a red herring to Zunesha being a mythical zone as well, and actually being the ship Pluton.
That ate an elephant fruit.
Yeah, because we seen with Funk
I've seen a theory like that. I've seen a theory like
that theory exists out there. But Funk Freed, who Spandam had the sword that was an elephant.
That could have been a teaser.
Yeah, so I don't.
Since that's a good question. Since Zunisha's talking to Monosuke and telling him like that Luffy's Joy Boy, I don't know when they're gonna start. And I think Lawrence mentioned, or no, I think you did. They're probably gonna elaborate more on what Jimbei is and like how Luffy is that. Because apparently Zunesha came out of nowhere, but he has all this stuff. He's Jimbei's companion. He has all this knowledge, especially about he's lived like for 900, 800 years. So I don't know if he's seen a lot, but he knows a lot.
Yeah.
So like he's the only one that could give us insight on what happened to the Void Century, what's up with Jimbei, and maybe even Luffy's fruit. And it's probably like you said, he's going to be more of a cheerleader. He's going to start breaking down real solid evidence of what happened during, or I don't know how much, because I don't know if they're going to get that deep into that, but we're going to get a lot of insight and a lot of pretty much a lot of hopefully clarifications on things since Zunesha is here. That's my intake.
What about you, Law?
Yeah, honestly, I could see Zunesha doing taking out, because you look at the bottom, there's ships right there, right in front of Zunesha. She could take them out, clear the way for the Straw Hats to escape. She could be like the Pluton that ate the, because I kind of thought that was dope too, because I think we're all going around that theory. To me, it makes sense because also, what are you, Zunesha? You know, like how are you this giant creature that's walking around? Like, what animal could live that long? First of all, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Live that long, and you're supporting another group of animals.
An ecosystem.
Yeah, and an ecosystem on your back where you have your own rain. Like, what exactly are you? So it's like there's something special about Zunesha that was living that long, because also it said it rained specifically for Zunesha. It wasn't like it was raining on her. It was like she had her own rain to supply to that thing. So it's like it's very interesting. Unless she was just, it could be because elephants wash themselves.
Yeah.
She could have just been like ocean water with her trunk and just making it rain on herself.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's
It could have just been
that's
that.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Oz, thank you. He says for $5 donation. Y'all, I gotta head out a little earlier. Great episode, boys.
Hey, appreciate you.
Oz, keep your damn money. All right, Desh. One more.
All right.
Damn, I wish we had 2 hours, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna save a lot of these questions. All right, I'm gonna do a very lighthearted question. What do you guys miss the most about pre-time skip? What I miss the most is actually Zoro's laughter.
Dash, you can't ask a question and then answer your question right away. You gotta ask the question and then come back to you.
Oh no, my answer is the least important. I want to hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get the least
So
important.
Zoro's laugh?
Yes.
Okay. Mine's is super easy. My favorite part of One Piece has always been the Straw Hats literally being on the ship, being themselves.
That's a great
Like,
answer.
literally just being who they are, enjoying their company, and doing stupid things.
That's a great
And I think
answer.
that's the only time I've ever, like, that's what makes me miss pre-time skip One Piece as well. Because we don't ever get that. They've been separated forever throughout post-time skip. So it's... Sabaody was clearly one of the best arcs, but it also gave us one of the worst things ever post-time skip, is they're just never together. So, yeah.
Hey, but there's always rain before the sunshine.
Yeah. Yo, guys, we got 2 minutes.
2 minutes, oh man.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
Yo, you guys are twinning out right now. Come on, bro.
Like when Luffy gave all the money back to that town, and Nami got so mad, and she tried to dunk his head under the water, and Zoro's just dying laughing. Oh man, that gets to me so much.
The comedic, like I think it was a little more funnier pre-time skip than it was post-time skip. I'll probably say that. Like, it's just some moments that were funny and post-time skip, but I was laughing a lot more harder pre-time skip. I remember that, so I'll say that.
Luffy's less funny than he is now.
Yeah.
And that's just like, I think it's called the Dragon Ball Z effect, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Because I remember there's one part that had me
I
dying.
disagree.
That had me dying the pre-time skip is like Luffy gets excited when he sees like Zoro and Sanji, and he like launches himself at them.
I mean, he kind of did that in Wano to Zoro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, but like what gets me dying is because right after Luffy does it, like I pause the screen, right, and he runs into them, like he hits Zoro and Sanji, and immediately after you pause it, you look at Luffy's face. It's like he got bored of it already. While they're all getting hurt, they're like, Luffy's just like.
Yeah.
Like this, and it had me dying because he's like the thrill was there, and then immediately got bored, and then I don't know why it made me laugh. So that comical stuff, I do miss. They don't really show that much anymore. Like Luffy doing something stupid that negatively affects them, but it's like comically, but not too seriously.
But no.
All right. We got to take calls.
I got one quick question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Who's more disposable, Law's crew or Captain Kidd himself?
I can't.
It's going to be Kid.
But nah, you can't say that. You can't say
He collects garbage. What do you mean?
I will
He's easily
tell Chuck.
disposable. Easily
Kid actually
disposable.
helped Law take out a Yonko.
I guess.
Law's
I mean,
crew
again,
won't
you
be able
could
to
have
do that.
replaced Kid with Killer, and it still would have been the same outcome.
No, it wouldn't.
But anyway, you satisfied with your answer? You
You brought this on
satisfied?
yourself.
All right.
I got what I thought I was gonna get.
All right. Marv, you can hit the call lines. Oh man, what a wonderful episode, bro. Oh my god, yo, I wish we had 2 hours. I hate going through these questions so fast. I have so many more thoughts.
I got a lot of things.
I
here,
know.
too.
I was gonna literally give half an hour to you and just half an hour to phone calls. Because sometimes our phone calls, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They take great.
Yeah.
It's
This,
just, with great power comes great responsibility, and time. We got a call. This is that One Piece talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, guys. It is God D. Usopp.
Oh my God! Yo,
Y'all know
hang up, man. Hang up.
Yo, hating on my name.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, y'all. It's been a while since I called in, but ever since I just got a question real fast.
Yeah.
But ever since the Gorosei dropped that bomb about mythical Zoans having their own will, I've been thinking about this boy Chopper. He was just a reindeer with no real will of his own.
Mm-hmm.
And he eats a Hito-Hito no Mi, and now he's got this dream to cure all the world's diseases.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the way you were going beginning in the earlier Larry about the Zoan wills, maybe like taking over the host and battling, kind of like what we see with the Impel Down guards too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that it's like, did the will of the zone inside that Hito-Hito, if there was one, just kind of like overpower Chopper's, reindeer will, and now it's just like, who really is 2020 Chopper? Like, like when he awakens, or if he does, is he gonna get memories back of who he was, or I don't know. I've just been thinking about it crazy. I wanted to see what you guys thought about it.
Dash, you want to answer first? Do you have?
I still think it's just like the wands in Harry Potter. The wand chooses the wizard. Same with I agree with what you're doing. With what you're saying. If anything, it's gonna be that like.
So are you saying only the Hito-Hito no Mis are devil fruits that choose their owner?
It could be all devil fruits, honestly.
Okay. What do you think, Law?
So, thanks for going. That's an interesting question. I think those are special cases where I think as a possibility I meant for like for the Nika thing, because he represents like a god fruit or a mythical god fruit, For Chopper, well, to me it goes into like Chopper's upbringing, right? We know that he was completely rejected by his family, right? Like they abandoned him, they would beat him up, right? And then who received him was a doctor, right? There's a doctor that this animal took Chopper in and raised him. So how he responded, being rejected by everyone, right? From humans being viewed as a monster, and from his own family who didn't want to accept him at all. Then his doctor took him in and raised him and taught him medicine, right? Chopper kind of inherited that doctor's will, because also not only was that doctor trying to cure other diseases, he was sick himself.
Yeah.
So Chopper came to love that doctor and wanted to cure him. And it kind of goes to like Luffy, for example. Luffy wants to become Pirate King in the world, to be free, because he doesn't want to lose anybody. Chopper, similar, as in he wants to become a doctor that's able to cure all diseases, so he doesn't lose anybody either, any of his friends. So I think it's more of not necessarily that the fruit changed Chopper's will, but he grew through his upbringing, he grew to want that because he started to care for people, especially the doctor that raised him.
What about you, Lai?
Similar to Lawrence, I was thinking, because like Lawrence said, I mostly think it will be a fruit that has like a dragon fruit, like Zohans. They have they're actually creatures. So in a way, they have the mind of their own. Chopper's fruit was like, it's a human Hito-Hito no Mi, but Oda even said if a human ate that fruit, he would just be smarter. It's not a being connected to it. Like Luffy, it's a Nika fruit. Dragon's dragon. Son Goku's a Buddha. Like they are in a way actual things or beings.
Entities
Yeah,
or something
entity
like that,
beings.
yeah.
Well, it's just now if a human ate it, he's not gonna get anything spectacular. He's gonna now I'm just smarter. Well, if that's gonna be like him on Vegapunk or Judge's level, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't any beings attached to it. So I think it didn't really change Chopper. Just him getting more knowledge of being more of a human. That's what it really did, and him getting the will of his mentor.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I would say it influences the user. So Parvision has an excellent video on it. I really hope everybody watches it. It's called it just has like Robin as the thumbnail, and it says 1046 plus, I believe. And he basically just says that when you eat a devil fruit, it enlightens you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So they're being enlightened. So Chopper, being a reindeer, used to eating grass and all that other stuff, ate this devil fruit, and now he's able to grasp knowledge itself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's in a way like it's the devil fruit's will and Chopper's will, and it's being combined. So technically, it's not the same person, but it's a combination of two. So it is still Chopper. You know, at the end of the day. And I think that's how it rolls with Hito-Hito no Mis. I don't know about other devil fruits, but what do you think, Gadi?
Yeah, no, well, because I was just thinking also, it would give, I struggle to find an explanation on why Blackbeard went to Drum Island. And that gives me a reason that, oh, he went looking for this Hito-Hito no Mi, couldn't find it because Chopper ate it, didn't know Chopper ate it, and then just destroyed Drum Island and left.
Wow, I didn't know you were going there.
Yeah, that just gives me plausible reason for that. That's why I stick to that theory so hard.
That's a good theory. Yeah. I didn't even think about it.
That Blackbeard was originally looking for the human fruit.
Yeah. Because Chopper's also doesn't have a name. It's just Hito-Hito. Yeah. So just like with Luffy's big reveal, you know, not saying Chopper's gonna get some big power up. I don't want Larry to hate me more. But you know, we might get some crazy enlightenment reveal from him being a doctor and all.
Wow. Yo, that was such a great question. Man. Thank you so much for calling out. You got me like interested.
No problem,
now.
Man. Yeah, it makes you start to think. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are dope. Shirts are awesome. Great quality. Great box.
Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you, man. Talk to you later.
All right. Yeah, you guys have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
That was good.
Wow, he actually got me thinking.
Yeah, I never thought about Blackbeard and looking for that.
Well, we always assumed that Blackbeard was going to get the third devil fruit, which was going to be his own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he seems to be just collecting them.
This is that One Piece talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Aaron Tate.
Aaron Tate, our guy. What's up,
man?
What's going on, man? Before I ask my question, I just want to say I feel like if Lawrence ever took his glasses off, it would stop the flow of time.
No, it's just like Doflamingo. Oda said when Doflamingo takes his sunglasses off, just another one appears automatically.
No, but my question today is, how do you guys think people get strong? Like, because when you think about it, the only people we know to have actually like trained to get stronger are the Straw Hats and the Marines, basically. But like, we don't know how Whitebeard got to be so strong. We don't know why Kaido was so freakishly strong. Even Big Mom, as a child, was killing giants, and you know she had no prior training to that. You know, so how do you guys think people are getting strong?
Oh man, it would just have to be genetics, right? Like it's like how's LeBron like 6'7"?
Yeah, it's genetics.
And like I'm like 5'8". Like,
wait, so like question though, like you mean by strong as in like physical?
Well, like freaks of nature. Like how? Why are they freaks of nature? Basically.
That's what I like, because there's one where you get strong through will, but I'm like, you mean like physically? Like for example, like I'm able to like
Whitebeard stopped Moby Dick on his deathbed. Yeah, like by just putting his hand out. Like there's not many other people that could do that.
So like physical strength, I guess we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, well, physical strength, and then on top of that, like crazy hockey. You know what I mean? Like how. Because I mean, I understand the concept of hockey blooming, but you know how often you have to be fighting the strongest people in the world to be constantly blooming. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer this question.
They probably bloomed their hockeys. I mean, the Yonko probably did it on Rox's crew.
Yeah, but it's also like they have advantages that everybody else doesn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to assume that Kaido is stronger than Shanks because Shanks is, like, an average 6'2" dude with one arm. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does he compete with somebody that's as freakishly strong as Kaido plus the hockey that has blossomed within Kaido? It's like, why is Kaido that strong? Like, what happened?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, it's interesting, honestly.
I don't know how to answer this.
I would like to see like the origins of these people, during the Void Century. Like, I want to see if they were freakishly strong as well back then.
Well, they kind of give a little glimpse of Kaido, like, because for instance, like besides Kaido being an Oni, like he's already like a fisherman, he's already born with physical strength. And I think that's part of, like, people are just born freaks, like Big Mom. But then they start fighting people. Like, Kaido got, like, how strong Kaido, he's a freak of nature. Yeah, he still got how many losses? Like 7 losses. So, like, and again, think of people he probably fought would be Rocks, Kaido, Big Mom, like the strongest people. So, like, those type of things, I think, added to his strength. And I think that's the thing with One Piece. I think some people are born, like Kobe. He isn't born a freak, but he had to train to get stronger. Well, you have people like Big Mom. No, I'm just born a monster.
Yeah.
And there's people who are in between that. So Big Mom is like the freak of nature, and Kobe's the regular human person who's like dorky's like 10% or less. Yeah, and there's people who are in between, like, all right, I'm not a freak of nature as Big Mom, but I'm still like abnormal.
Yeah.
So I think
I think Sebastian's the perfect person to ask this question, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like, it's sad that he's not here to answer this better.
Yeah, and it's some of what Lionel said, because some of them people are just gonna be born like naturally strong like that, or certain aspects of them like ridiculously strong. Because, like, for example, like Garp, right? He not say had to, but he chose to, I should say, because he's just strong. But he chose to train by punching away 8 mountains, right? So he used 8 mountains as heavy bags. That was his way of training to take down Don Chinjiao's pointed head, because Don Chinjiao's head was so hard he was able to split a continent by touching it, right? So Garp decided to train that way. So there's different, and the training in One Piece is so ridiculous that you're able to level up like that because of the way Oda designed the characters in One Piece. People are able to go pretty fast because, you know, I don't know how long it took Garp to punch away those 8 mountains, right? Because this is also Garp after he fought with Roger on the rocks. Against the rocks, I mean. Garp trained after that.
Well, no, he never said that. He just said that he trained 8 mountains. He never stated when he said realized.
No, but when he fought Don Chinjiao, it was after when he fought the rocks.
But I'm saying,
like years later.
That's true, but I'm saying, like, you could have trained, then you never met that person, and you're already that strong already when you finally meet him.
Yeah, true.
Like,
no, that's true. But I'm just saying, that's why I didn't say he had to fight, had to train. I go, he chose to train by doing that. So it's like, there's never different ways you could be born a freak of nature, but you could also just, like Odin, for example. There's no explanation of why Odin was that strong from such a young age, except that he was a freak. He was just stronger than everyone else on Wano by far. You know?
Testosterone, bro.
Yeah, like, he was just able to do it. And his hockey, because a lot of people not only born with a crazy amount of physical strength, they're born with a crazy amount of will. Oda shows that he was born with both.
Yeah.
His physical and his will was just outmatched.
Yeah.
I think my thing is, I'm sorry, Larry, did you want to?
No, go, Aaron.
I think my thing is, so like when you take somebody like Luffy, or just the idea of One Piece, with it being about pirates, the idea of piracy is going on adventures and plundering other people's treasures and stuff like that, right? But it's not. You don't see a lot of people with the motivation to get stronger to protect something precious to them, such as Luffy, right? His whole motivation to become the strongest person is to be able to protect his friends. But we haven't really, and then possibly maybe Whitebeard with his hometown, but we haven't really seen anybody or any other character in the series express the desire to become strong in order to protect a certain dream or a person, whatever the case is. That makes sense? So it's like, we don't know what these people's motivation is to become strong, or is it just because Oda just decided that they're just going to be the strongest person in the world?
Yeah, seems like fate to me.
Well, Dogtooth counts that, though.
Yeah.
Dogtooth, though, he trained to be, you know.
But Aaron, thank you so much for the call, man. I appreciate you, dog.
Absolutely. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah, you too. So we're going to answer this super chat really quick because then we have to go. But literally, we have 1 minute until the show closes. So KJ sent us a super chat for $5. He says, what's up with Zoro's eye? Does he open it? And what do you think Shanks' purpose is now that Luffy awakened his fruit? Lawrence.
I don't think Zoro's opening that eye, and Shanks' purpose with Luffy, the fruit. I'm not sure. I don't know if Shanks knew the details about the fruit. I think he just took it.
All right. Lionel?
Pretty much the same exact answer, actually. I'm not trying to twin, but that was the same exact
Not trying to twin. Dash.
I think he's going to open his eye, and I think it's going to be linked to Shimotsuki Ushimaru, and I think there's going to be an instance that we're going to see in the past when Ushimaru opens his eye as well, and something crazy happens.
And then the Shanks' purpose thing.
What was it quite? I forgot.
What was Shanks' purpose after Luffy awakened his fruit?
After Luffy awakens his fruit?
Yeah, Shanks' purpose is now that... What is Shanks' purpose, basically?
I think it's still just to guard the One Piece for the rightful owner, future owner. I'm not sure what his awakening has to do with Shanks necessarily.
Zoro has a Sharingan. Shanks' purpose is literally just guarding the One Piece and having one piece instead of just having the actual treasure. But anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you for joining us on episode 43. We went a minute over, but please like the video, subscribe, because I know you haven't subscribed yet and you haven't liked the video yet. And also to everybody that's listening, I just found out most people who listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts don't know we go live on Mondays on YouTube. So you can catch us actually talking. You could join the live chat and see us talking real time and call us up. So I just want to say thank you so much. You can purchase our merch at thatonepiecetalk.com/merch as well. Everything is in the description below, all the links. So thank you so much. Arigato. This is That One Piece Talk. Love you guys. Jana.
Thank you guys for having me.